views and opinions expressed in this program do not necessarily reflect those of the ideas of those of the hosts or products, enterprises, advertisers, or affiliates, and are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views and positions of any entity they represent. And y'all know I screwed that up, but okay, it's all right. Y'all know how we do. What's up, y'all? Hey, it's that time again. The 7 o'clock hour on a Tuesday. Inside Stepping coming to you live from the studio, from the main studio. Because we have been burning up the highway, the airway, and every other way for the last doggone month and a half. And baby, listen here. I is tired. I ain't gonna lie. We've been rolling. Linda Sanders, you have been enlightened? Really? Tell me how you've been enlightened. I'd be interested to hear that myself. I'm always interested in enlightenment, in what someone learns, knows, or the information they want to convey. Y'all, let me start this show with a couple of things. We in this community, there's always drama. And I don't want this to seem like I'm starting this show on a low note, because I'm not, because I'm going somewhere with this. We always got drama in our community because there's always something going on. And, people love a train wreck. And while I have to admit that my friend Nikee is somewhat off the chain, and I have said publicly that boy Cheese done slid off the cracker. Well, all I'm going to say is, yeah, that boy Cheese done slid off the cracker. But boy, let me tell you something. When I tell you he put on a phenomenal event this weekend, baby, every Texas Heat that I have attended thus far, and I've attended all of them. Hey, Valeria Connor, thank you for coming through, my dear. Hope you are feeling well. Every Texas Heat that I have attended thus far, this being the fourth one, has had its own attributes, yet always on point, always have been good. Something about this year, though, I'm thinking that it kind of rooted itself. It had an element of energy that, to me, this event has always had really good energy. But for some reason, this weekend, the energy was like on 10. It was a flex, L Black Elam in the building. What's happening? Good to see you. Purpose Driven, my man, in the house. That's my people right there. It had a very, very strong presence, very strong energy. And I'm not going to lie, y'all, I had a daggone ball. Dallas Brown in the house, what's up? Hey, Darlene Mans, that's my girl right there. Look here, y'all. Texas Heat did it again. And all I can say is I believe that it is not only a great event, but it is here to stay. Now, y'all know I'm always on people about, these events and making sure that people get value for their money. And sometimes as consumers, we tend to criticize promoters in regard to some of the prices that they charge. And yes, some are more than others. However, it is in my best estimation that this one was well worth it. The level of connection was great. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I usually don't struggle with words, but how many ways can you say something is good? I felt this way when I went to Minneapolis the week earlier when we did Denim and Diamonds over there with Valeria Connor. When you go to an event and things are so doggone good that you just can't keep saying how good it is, that's something to be said, Purpose Driven just said, fabulous time and beautiful folks, I promise. Yes, sir. You are absolutely correct. My man and I, we chopped it up about this and we had a really, really good time. It's kind of hard to keep saying how good something is, but I'm going to give you some examples of what happened this weekend. We're going to talk to a couple of people, and we're going to definitely bring on Mr. Nikee. I ain't going to lie, Nikee did a few things this weekend that literally had me in stitches all weekend long because his antics are never ceasing. So the workshops, bananas. I mean, I heard nothing but rave reviews from those who participated in them, and I thought that was a phenomenal thing right there. Now, one little caveat before we continue on, I want to say that this YouTube just did a number on our video one of those nights. So we it's been blocked. I'm working on that part though. Worst case scenario, if we don't, even if I don't get the whole video back up, we're going to do some sections of it and pieces of it so that everybody can still at least check out those parts. Lady Sings the News is in the building. What's up, young lady? I've been intending to call you all day. I'm going to call you when I get off this show, though. Sandra Davis, how you doing? So let me get this ball rolling right quick. We're going to get the man himself in here and have this conversation because this guy, he did the doggone thing, y'all. That's about the only way I can put it. Hopefully he'll do the right thing. Up there he is. There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nikee himself. Mr. Nikee, what's going on, sir?
What's going on?
Hey man, I told you over the weekend. I'm gonna tell you again, brother. I'm proud of you. You put on a hell of an event. And man, my hat's off. I mean, real talk. I don't, you know me well. You know me well enough to know, and my audience knows me well enough to know I don't support no BS. And this event was, it was up there, bro. You did that. Like I just explained to them. I don't know how many ways you can say something was good without just being like, it was good, it was great. Oh my God, it was good, without, losing your mind.
Right. Yeah, the energy was the love energy was in there.
Man, wasn't it?
It was in there. It was really nice. We were in there. I mean, the 70s party and stuff, and then the kickoff at the preheat was just nice. We got a new location. The Legacy, formerly known as the Bar 8, was nice. Just real nice. Everything ran so smooth.
Man, if there were any fires, y'all did y'all's job making sure that nobody knew what they were. Because I still don't know. If you had anything bad going on, I don't know nothing about it. I'm going to just tell you like that. That's a good thing.
Yeah, it was. The only thing, I had the floor placed kind of in an odd position, but it still worked out. You know what I'm saying? We was able to, bounce back and everything. But I was really impressed how everybody enjoyed all the workshops. It was just, and I kind of peeked in and, kind of seen the response and everything. It was just all the way there.
Yeah,
all the
absolutely. Sunshine, how you doing, my dear? Sasha Renee is in the building. Let's see who else we got. I don't want to miss nobody. We got our people coming through to hang out with us tonight. Man,
yeah.
I want to go back to something that I remember the very first Texas Heat. And you and I had mad discussions prior to the event itself taking place. And we talked about all of the things that you were planned on doing and the things that, you wanted to get worked out and all that stuff. And you did a phenomenal job on that. And when you were done, I asked you on the show, as a matter of fact, I said, Nikee, how did you manage to pull off such a phenomenal event the very first time out? And you made one comment to me, one statement that obviously still holds true today. And that was, you said, relationships.
Mm-hmm.
I felt that all weekend long. I felt like the relationships that you have built with people and the relationships that we all share, your ability to put people together was off the chain. My hats off to you, bro. You coordinating and combinating and you making it do what it do. Uh, I don't even
Like
know.
partnership.
Talk to me
Yeah,
about
I
that,
mean, you
man.
know, partnerships, relationships, building bridges. At the time when me and Crystal was running it together, you know, her relationship and her energy and things like that, I always give praise and due to all the people I've touched.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know, moving forward, you know, I've touched hands with Brother Byron and Sandy, his wife Robin, and you and all you guys. We stay committed to one purpose, and it's just to the people. So going forward, I'm gonna make it really, really reasonable for everybody, like 125, 150 straight out the
We
gate
gonna get to
for
that. We
everything.
gonna get to that. Let's stick to the event right now. We're gonna get to
Oh
all of
yeah,
that.
but you know, the event itself, you know, it didn't have no bumps or hiccups because I was so, you know, driven and
Now that I
true,
can, yeah, you was driven
true,
for sure.
true to it.
Yeah.
I
Um,
was real true to it.
you know,
Because a lot of times everybody go through the trials in building. Um, Being a promoter is not as easy as it looked, you know,
mhm.
because people have to believe in you. You know, you got to believe in the character of a person, the integrity of a person, because a lot of promoters may not stick with that credence. You know what I'm saying? So it's a combination of those things and being credible. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that's one aspect of it, you know, and people believing in me. And then at the same time, I'm believing in them and the partnerships. Honestly, it's that. So,
Now, speaking of those partnerships, I do want to take this time and I personally want to give a shout out to Cheryl Head, who has been on your team really almost from the beginning. And
mhm.
you know, put in a lot of work this weekend. And I definitely want to give her a shout out and take my hat off to her because she made sure that the hospitality suite was on deck and that everybody had a good time. You know, we had a lot of after parties, y'all. I'm just saying. Every night, as a matter of fact. And she was very instrumental in making that happen and also helping you with the scoring situation and picking up putting the numbers on and taking the scores up and everything. Also, Christine, Drew's girlfriend, the lady stepped up, man. You had a lot of people that was just in your corner, and I
Mhm.
watched, I saw. It was a beautiful thing. Um, so I want to right quick. Well, I guess we should do this in chronological order. So, like you said, the preheat was on Thursday night. Um,
Right.
I personally didn't go over there because we were busy making sure that the hospitality suite was together. So for people who wanted to party after the fact, which we did, by the way, I don't think we finished up in the hospitality suite until 3 something in the morning, doing the little after party situation. But um, the people that I spoke to said that the preheat was really good over at Legacy and everybody enjoyed themselves. Now on Friday, we had uh, uh,
Day party,
the day party.
the workshop,
Yeah.
and the day party.
Let me give a shout out too, right quick, to your DJ lineup. You had a hell of a combination of DJs, man.
Hmm.
Steppin' George, Rudy Dotton, DJ Flex, DJ Stevie Ray. You had E.T. Taylor, Myron the R, myself, and even Mr. Mello kicked in on Saturday night at the after set in the hospitality suite. Um, that's a pretty damn good lineup, and I'm not including myself. uh, and I can say that everybody did their job. They did a great job, man. Shout out to all the DJs. They did that. Is there a process that you go through when you make a decision about who you're going to use from year to year?
Yes, it's a process of cooperation and likability and compatibility. So throughout the years, I've formed a lot of relationships with a lot of DJs, but I have to give a shout out to Mellow Chris, who really put me on, and ET and them.
Mm-hmm.
It was Mellow, ET, then I could say Cross and all of them. When I started in the beginning, Mellow and them was the ones that put me on. So I always pay homage to the ones who, help build the Nike Experience brand into what it is now. So, and DJing is the pipeline of the party. It's like, and me and DJ Flex go all the way back to school together. So we started in the beginning. So, and then me and you formulated partnerships over the years. Right. So it's a combination. It's a build up and anticipation. While a lot of other sets are like folded and things like that, you gotta have something. Like a lot of sets might not be going on next year, right, where we powering through. So,
well, you definitely did that. I mean, we're not gonna harp on it, but we can touch on the elephant in the room. There were a lot of naysayers, a lot of people who thought that this thing wasn't gonna work out, and a lot of people who had a lot of negative things to say. And everybody was on the fence about how things were going to go. But I'm going to tell you straight up, I got multiple phone calls since this weekend asking what it was like and with regret that they missed it. And I personally, and I'm speaking for Brian Forbes, not for Inside Stepping, even though I can speak for both, but I can tell anyone who has any questions about this event moving forward, you're not going to want to miss the next ones. I mean, real talk. This is a set that you want to be at. It was just good vibes all the way across the board. I will be back, period. And that's just, that's written in stone. So,
but I think a lot of times everybody publicly play their things out in the open, and I don't. I play it close to the chest, so I try to stand on business. So a lot of things played out in the public. It wasn't really big things, but in my relationship at the time. So it's like we still have a relationship. We just no longer cohabitate like that, but we still cooperate. So that's where the elephant in the room came in. So the way it played out, like I don't have to, speak my truth. I know my truth. You know what I'm saying? I know who I am. I know what I stand for. And a lot of times it may rub people the wrong way because I stand in my truth. Right. It's my truth, not no one else's truth. I don't have to accommodate no one but my truth. And I want to be of service to my people. So I always want to give back because the Steppers community has always been good to me. A lot of the people I've met, people I've touched, all the way from Sunshine to Kimbui to Taboo to Slick Rick or Uncle Chase. I can go down the list. To Tina, to Shanice, to Vicky, Danielle. It's just so many people in the name. Chelsea, Lola Hart, and just so many people. Tall Rick, Cheryl, just so many people that I know. Dimples. We can just keep going. But meaning that to say, to bring that to the South, well, all of us have a tied history to the South, with the hospitality and the weather and everything in the South. A lot of individuals don't have a chance to go up north to the world large. So we bringing it down here in Texas, a beautiful state, San Antonio, Houston, all the neighboring, Killeen, Austin, and a lot of the other cities. I thought that it was kind of odd this year for me that didn't come, that you normally come. So no strike against them, but then I got a connection with the Minnesota crew.
Oh, yeah, they came in deep. Minnesota came in deep.
Yeah, they came deep. So it's like, in return, the universal creator God will always send what you need when you need it. It's just, and I'm a firm believer in that. So, and then, I'm a firm believer in truth, and I'm a firm believer in being of service. So it was just beautiful, man. It was like, I had a very, very good time, though, like for myself.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, I didn't even interview with you, bro. I was running around.
Hey, all I got to say is, I got a few stories, but I ain't going to tell them publicly. But baby, let me tell you something. When that man say he had a good time, trust me when I tell you he had a good time.
I was running around. I ain't even interview. I usually interview every year, but not this year. I was telling you, I was running around.
Boy, look at here. Yeah, you had a real good time, and I ain't mad at you, bro. You know what? And you should be happy because you put on a phenomenal event. You were innovative in the way that you handled your contest. I mean, everything about it to me was, listen, there's not one thing that I can think of that you should do different than what you did this year. And if it is, it's so small You know, I mean,
Yes.
just little minor adjustments,
Right.
and
Right.
you did everything right, bro. Period. You know, the contest was, man, the contest was a barn burner. I ain't gonna lie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. All of the contestants, congratulations
Oh,
to
I
all the
enjoyed it.
contestants, by the way. Matter of fact, later on in the show, we're gonna have one of the contestants on and discuss her journey. But ladies and gentlemen, let me give you the lineup right quick. Third place in the walkers category went to my man Lorenzo Moore and Shawnette Jackson. Y'all know her as Butterfly.
Yeah.
They put
Yes.
on a great performance. They really did. I was
Beautiful. Yes,
very
they did.
impressed with their ability to make it around that floor, and their creativity was on point. Everything about their dance to me was really good. Ron
Let me
Brown,
also say this, Brian. Let me also
go ahead.
say that what I do enjoy about our contest is something me and you talked about, is everybody individually get to go on the floor by themselves.
Yes, yes,
You know what I'm saying? So we get everybody get to focus on one couple
right.
instead of antennas. But anyway, keep going,
Yeah.
Mr. Forbes.
And the way the judges, you had the judges aligned this year, I thought was really good. It gave all of them an opportunity to really focus on each couple and pay attention to what was going on. And and it's funny because we watch some of these contests, there's always somebody who has some sort of discrepancy in the judging. I think that the judging on this contest was pretty doggone on point. We had very seasoned judges in the old school and new school categories, that judge walking as well, but people who really and truly understand the dance and know what they were looking for. So in that walkers category, second place, we had Ron Brown and Key Day. And Ron's been working for several years to, get his weight up and, get that trophy. And he did a phenomenal job. They worked the floor really well. First place went to Christian Seamster and Mika Duro. Great job, you guys. Fantastic. Looked good. In the original old school category, we had Frederick Simpson and Shawnette Jackson. Now, that was a fourth place, which is another thing you did, Nike, and I thought was pretty commendable. And I can say Nike has this. You have this thing where you like to see everybody win, and even the people who came and were in those lower status of scoring, they still came away with a prize, which I thought was a really good idea. Somebody, I got one complaint, Nike. Somebody said wasn't no 70s best outfit contest.
I forgot. I forgot, man. But I'm gonna still give it to the guy in the red. I think he was from San Antonio.
Ed,
he
that was Ed. That was
dope.
Ed. That was my guy Ed. Yeah, he
That
down here
was
with me.
dope.
You
that
hear
was
that?
dope.
You hear that,
Yeah, that was dope, man. We all knew who won that.
Right. Yeah, he came through. He showed up and showed out. So Tam Tam,
yes,
Ed
he
is the
did.
winner.
I forgot.
Off the rip.
I had forgot.
Also, and let me see. Yeah, we had Frederick and Shawnette in fourth. Now, third place went to my man Adonis Elam and Pearline Wilson, who traditionally he's an old school, an original stepper, by the way, who has been competing
Correct.
and moving up in the game, getting acclimated to the contest circuit. And they did a phenomenal job because he had the good footwork.
But see, next to the Titan year, I'm gonna bring the freestyle category back.
Oh, okay.
One time.
Ooh, that's gonna.
I'm gonna bring that category back.
What you say, producer lady?
Nike, I was just gonna say maybe give him a free VIP ticket since he didn't do the contest.
Oh, okay. She said give him a VIP ticket or something since he won. Yeah, we'll figure out what it is. Okay, so then on the second place, Ron Brown and Key Day again. Ron Brown got second place in the original old school, which was, I thought, really good. They did a fantastic job. Mika Duro and Christian Seamster won first place. They just cleaned up around there, but they did their thing. In the new school category, we had LaTanya and Johnny in fourth. Karen Fuller and Brandon Atkins, Houston's own. She's from Oklahoma, but she lives in Houston. Karen did a fantastic job. Her and Brandon looked really good out there. Brandon's one of the instructors around Houston, does a fantastic job with the people there. Second place went to Step and Trail and Erica Jones. showed up and showed out. Good job. Now, I want to talk about this new school. Before I do that, let me say honorable mention to Gatewood, MJ, and LaShawna out of Clark. She came out of Clarksville, Tennessee, and Gatewood came out of Memphis. Tennessee showed up and showed out. Good job, you guys. But now I want to talk about Barack and Karen. We have Karen waiting in the wings. She's going to be coming on here in a little bit. They did a phenomenal dance, and I'm going to show you guys some of the video in a little bit. And I don't know. I don't know. They kind of left me a little speechless. They had everybody.
Me personally, let me just say this, Brian. Excuse me, Brian. I have never, and I've been in this game a long time. And I'm not saying this because I know both of them and I know most of all the contestants because most of them came through the Nike experience, but I have never in my life, and me and Drew both said this, like, it was hands down the best performance I ever witnessed, right? And when I say from start to finish, I was just amazed. Like, and then the journey, I'm just like, only thing I had to do was I just shook my head. It made me jump out of my seat. I was just like in shock.
They made everybody jump out.
I was in shock. I wasn't surprised at Barack, but to see Karen connect with him, it was just.
What was cool for me, like you just said, and matter of fact, what happened here in that dance was something when we were at the world's largest earlier last month, I had this feeling that somebody in there were gonna do some sort of a breakout performance and be a standout. It didn't really happen the way that I thought it would, because I said somebody in here, because the energy in there was really good this year. And I said, somebody in here is gonna connect. Lightning is gonna strike in here. Well,
yes.
I had that feeling, and I think what happened was the lightning struck at Texas Heat. That's what it was.
Correct.
Because, baby, let me tell you something. Karen and Barack, that chemistry, that energy was electric.
Yeah, wow.
Everybody in the room.
Let me say all the couples. I was impressed with the couple out of St. Louis with their energy and the music. I was just really impressed how the couples attacked the floor.
Yeah.
Like, they really was engaged. Partners looked nice and they looked together. It was just different this time. Not like the other times wasn't really good, but the energy was different.
You know what, Nike? It felt like a battle.
Participation was different.
It felt like a battle. It felt like they came in there to win. They came to play. They was not there to play around, man. They came there to get it in.
No, sir.
And they did.
No, sir.
That's the truth. They came there to do their thing, man, and they did that. So, now, of course, you guys on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I got something I'm gonna show everybody. Y'all, we brought up the 70s party, baby. When I tell y'all, we had a funky good time at the 70s party.
We was in there acting up like we was 18 and 19.
I'm getting ready to give him a little bit of. I'm getting ready to give him a little.
Poppy was out there wilding out, saying all of us. We was out loud. We was out there wilding out.
Yes,
Bridget,
sir. Yes, sir.
White, Kirk White. We out there wilding out.
Hold on. I'm getting ready to give the people a little bit of a view of what that looked like.
I'm talking about wilding out, like. And we going song after song after song.
Oh yeah. I'm showing the video. The Soul Train line. That was fun. All right, that's all y'all get. No more. You got to go watch the video.
And I would be remiss to not forget the award we gave.
Oh, I'm not. Listen, I'm about to get to that. I'm about to get to that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll let you go ahead and do that.
It's cool. Shout out to you, Nike, for having the wherewithal, the thought process to actually present this award to who we would refer to as the First Lady of Steppin'.
Yes. Yes.
With our greatest appreciation, the Texas Heat hereby presents the First Lady of Chicago Steppin', Linda Frazier, with this award in recognition for your ongoing commitment and dedication to the Steppin' community. And Linda was very, very, very excited to receive that award, and is well deserved, because I can tell you, and I'm sure my wife would say the same, that being the wife of one of us is not that easy.
Right. Correct.
You know,
Correct.
people around
Correct.
the community that do things, you know, the phones are always ringing. There's always something going on.
Yeah.
And Linda's always right there, 10 toes down. So shout out to her.
Yeah.
And
see, I look at that like the great debater. So I say this. I would be remiss not to say that my ex-wife didn't have a big part in this, and she did. And it's our energy that helped propel it to get me to a certain point. So I will never not negate that, and then propel it to a certain platform to where then I encounter my new partner, Miss Sandy, and then Miss Robbins. So the harmony of working together in that synchronicity with a lady of that magnitude helps propel a man forward.
Yeah.
Because the meat part to push. So to see Linda all these years hold it down like that, because behind every great man, it's a woman beside him, you know,
somewhere
pushing, you know what I'm saying, around, keeping them elevated. So it pay homage to my, you know, never negate my children's mom. You know what I'm saying? So it's like her title is gonna be what that is. You see what I'm saying? Right. So to see Miss Frazier go through the years, and I've seen their grandchildren born, everything from little ones to college. And me starting in the game and appreciating that my uncle put me on to them when I was a sophomore, freshman in high school, watching Linda and Pete. You know, and then to see 25, 30 years later,
here we are,
and to see myself in this position, is like, I'm so humbled and grateful. Yeah. You know, that's then to meet you guys, to see your part, and to see your platform blow up like it did. Because one thing I got a bone to pick with you, and I'm really, you know, disappointed and angry with you, because I asked you to build my shirt 7 years ago, right? I haven't got my shit done yet, but I'm not going to say anything. The inside stepping is blowing up.
You know what? I'm going to say
the
it right
inside
here in front of
shirt is blowing up.
Right
the inside
now.
stepping shirt is blowing up.
I'm going to say right here, right now in front of everybody, you will have a signature Texas Heat shirt for next year. You got my word on that.
Oh my God, I get it in 7 years.
Hey, man.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Forbes and Mrs. Forbes. I love you guys so much. It took me 7, 8 years to get it, but I know inside stepping is everywhere.
And just so y'all
I see
know,
everybody inside stepping
just so y'all
shirts.
know, Dikey got mad at me and called himself making jokes one day and called me and said, "You ain't make my shirt. You over there playing Brian Gumble." Yeah, you think I didn't forget about that?
Right. You didn't even think about that idea. Then all of a sudden, you got inside stepping towels.
I got you. Hey, but you know what? Let me give a shout out to you though too, Nikee, because you had as much faith in me to be able to come and cover your event, and you were also one of the people instrumental in helping Inside Stepping to take this thing on the road. So shout out to you for that, because you definitely had a part in that. What you got?
I appreciate you guys.
Hold on, here she go.
I reminded him when me, you, and Crystal was in the kitchen. You asked about shirts. I reminded him.
Here we go.
He ignored
Here
it.
we go.
Yeah.
So it's all over. Yeah. Don't put me in it.
Here we go. Goodbye. Damn. Anyway, smiling happily in the building. How you doing? Look. I gotta play it off. I don't want no static out of her. Keisha Reese, what's going on, baby girl? Keisha Reese saying, huh? She says she can't wait till she's able to fly. Yeah, you need to hurry up, Keisha Reese. Come on. Kate Kim Davis in the building. Tam.
Yeah, when Kiki come up here.
Oh, she coming next year, ain't you? Right? Ain't you, Keisha Reese? I know you coming. You better come. We looking for you.
I've been trying to get
Texas.
Danielle to come forever.
Yeah, you better bring it, man. You had a really good turnout from people, man. From what was it, like Oklahoma?
Oh yeah, Oklahoma. As far as Oklahoma,
Milwaukee,
Tennessee, Milwaukee, Minnesota.
Yeah, man.
Chicago.
Chicago had a real good showing here too.
Louisiana.
Yeah, you had folks in from a
and
little
then
everywhere.
Texas,
Well,
because most of the contestants was Texas, which I was really proud about, from Fred to Shawnette
yeah, that
to
was good.
Keyday and Ron
Now,
to Amika, Karen. So I was really, really proud about that.
now,
You know, I was really proud about that.
before we go there though, since we talking about next year, we talking about who was here.
Mhm.
We know it's gonna be a lot more folks for next year. So while we doing that,
Mhm.
I'm getting ready to run this flyer right quick. Y'all pay attention,
Mhm.
because here it is. The Nike Experience presents 70s, 80s, and 90s mashup for next year, y'all, in neon.
Neon.
So instead of the
Yes.
regular 70s party, it's going to be a mashup of all 3 decades in neon. Now, and that's going to be the Friday party like the regular 70s party. Now, it's going to be...
But you can still wear 70s stuff, but I'm giving you the option to dig in the 80s, to dig in the neon, and to dig in the 90s, where we would get it in with, you know, Tribe Called Quest, you know what I'm saying? Loose Ends, or we would listen to Jodeci, Silk,
Okay.
SWV, you know what I'm saying? I'll Be Sure,
right.
you know what I'm saying? Like Rakim, LL. We gonna really rock the bed. We gonna get it in. The Humpty Dance. We get it in. I got the lineup ready.
So
I got
okay,
the
you guys.
lineup
So
ready.
now that is going to be next October 2nd through the 5th, 2025 is going down.
Correct.
Same spot, Doubletree by Hilton, Houston Hobby Airport. So y'all better now hold tight now, because here's what's going to happen. January 1st will be the beginning of the fire sale. Nike, give them the details.
Everything is all inclusive. Everything is included. Just, you ain't have to worry about a ride from the hotel, because I will have a shuttle for you guys to get back and forth the whole time to the workshops, whatever we need. If we even need the work, you know, a shuttle to the work, I got you. Next, once it kick back to 150, it's gonna stick at 150 for the whole thing from Thursday to Sunday. And then the ones who didn't come, I'm gonna honor those passes too, because I know there's a lot of people out of Portland that wasn't able to make, but
Shout
they
out to
still
you for
pay.
that. Oh, and
They
speaking
still
of
pay,
which,
so I'm gonna honor those people too. I'm gonna honor that. And then this is what I will do for the contestants, all the contestants that competed this year. I'm waiving everything for them. All of them are allowed to just come. All the contestants who ever competed in the Texas Heat who wants to come, all of those people get waived. All their
all right,
everything
y'all
is
heard
waived
it.
for them.
If you competing, you in the door.
Period.
Bring
So
it.
if they want to compete, you just come.
Bring that smoke.
Bring your A game.
Now, let me
Bring your A game.
two things I got to give you a shout out on. One, your shuttle. I don't want to forget that. Shout out to my man Keyboy
yeah.
for running that shuttle service and making
Keyboy.
sure. Look,
Yes.
y'all, you was worried about moving around. Keyboy had you. If you needed to get to the Legacy from the hotel, Keyboy had it. Man, Nike had that lined out. Man, it was perfect. Like I told y'all, there were no bobbles. There were no. I haven't heard not one complaint. So, huh? Poppy said you giving the house away. Get out of here. Anyway, yes, Linda Brooks, you can watch the competition on Inside Stepping on YouTube. I believe that's still up. That we didn't have a problem with YouTube on that one. Also, and if we did, just go to my Facebook page. I'm going to be breaking up stuff and putting it up, so you're going to get all of it no matter what. Carol A. Davis says, I'm there. I will start getting my outfit together all the way from Calumet City, Illinois. Thank you, Carol. We appreciate you, baby. We got people watching all the way from Cancun, Mexico right now. We have people tuned in this weekend from Switzerland. They coming in from all over the world, baby. Real talk. Now, let me give one shout out. My girl, Marlena and Rich. Look here, y'all. If y'all watch these videos and you see the older white couple walking around, them my people.
Oh my God, yes.
People, let me tell you something. Everywhere where Inside Stepping is at, and they're gonna be there. Listen, I love them. They always bring me a bag of apples because they're from up in the northwest of the country.
Portland.
They come out of Portland, Oregon. They bring me a bag of them Northwestern apples. Baby, I had one today. I love my apples. I love Marlena. I love Rich. Them my people. Some of the coolest folks you ever want to meet in your life. Look, my poppy say, I remember the first time Poppy danced with Rich, she say, "Ooh, he one of the smoothest leads I ever had."
Yes,
And they stay on
yes,
the
he
floor.
is.
They stay on the
Yes,
floor more than anybody.
yes.
Period. And they got, I don't even know how old Rich is. Rich gotta be shit, 80. He gotta be.
Might be ancient. I know he ancient.
And always got a smile.
Love
Both of them. They always got a
always.
smile
Yes,
on their
yes,
face. Man, listen, they're
yes.
my people right there. Love them. All right, Nikee, I'm gonna let you go, man. Did we
Hold
cover
on, before
everything?
we go, before we go,
Oh, and
don't
speaking of,
forget
wait,
my
wait, wait.
church
One
service
thing before
on
you do that.
Sundays. I always give a service because I'm bishop.
Whoa. One thing before you do that. Let me say this. You guys, this year's pool party, it didn't have the same kick. The hotel was going through some things. They had it blocked off a little
Yeah,
bit. One of the little areas blocked off. Although we still had the pool party and it was still bananas.
yeah.
Next year,
You know why the pool party didn't go off? Because see, Brian and wore everybody out the night before. They just stayed until 5 in the morning. I was gone. I left them. I didn't stay at
hey,
all.
no, you
They
didn't. You
stayed at
sure
5
did.
in the
Nikee
morning.
got on down
Really,
on us.
really. 5 in the morning. Y'all are
We
insane.
was partying.
But don't forget my church
And that
service
went on
um,
Thursday night, Friday night,
Friday
and
night,
Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Yeah,
Y'all crazy. Crazy.
yeah,
Just crazy.
no doubt.
But my church service
Okay.
was dope. You
Oh,
know, I give a
yes.
10-minute tutorial like in a Catholic church
Yep. And Nikee gave
with
what
the
I
ark on
heard
top.
was one barn burner of a prayer on the brunch on
Yeah,
Sunday. I
yeah.
heard about. I
It was
wasn't there. I got
7-minute
there late because
prayer,
I was
just
packing
7
up
minutes.
equipment. But I heard about it, and let me tell you something. If you do a prayer and it's so good that you hear about it, it must be something to it. So shout out to
Yes.
you, Nikee. Take us out of here, man. Well, not take us out of here. Take yourself out of here. Tell me, leave us with something so I can get on to my next guest.
If you ain't got no haters, get you some. That let you know you're doing something very, very well.
Ooh-wee.
So I want to say hi to my haters and thank you so very much. And I want y'all to hate more because all it do is fuel me and I love it. Hate on because I know you're looking up to me and I'm not gonna disappoint you. I leave you the words of the whinings soon.
Very soon.
The question is, will I ever leave you? And the answer is no.
My
No.
man.
No.
That's what I'm talking
And I'll
about,
leave you with
baby.
that. Peace and power.
My man. Have yourself a wonderful evening,
All
Nikee.
right.
I'm gonna talk to you
Peace and
soon,
love.
baby.
Yep.
Peace. Y'all, the Nikee experience. Listen, I cannot stress enough that a time was had. Baby, we partied. If we didn't do nothing else. Let me get my next guest in here because I got something to show y'all. Let me get my next guest up. Y'all are about to meet, for those of you who don't know, you're about to meet someone who was a participant in this year's competition. And man, listen here. This is the one we were talking about, Miss Karen Taylor, whose birthday is today, by the way. We're going to wish her a happy birthday when she picks up. Oh, there she is.
Hello?
Good evening, beautiful.
Hey, Mr. Forbes, how are
I'm
you?
great. How are you?
I am fabulous. I'm just walking out of choir rehearsal
Okay.
because you said you would call me.
Yes, ma'am. That's a good thing. Look, you got to get churched. You dig?
Hey, that's
Ladies
first
and
and
gentlemen
foremost.
in my audience across the country and halfway around the world, this, for those of you who don't know, is Miss Karen Taylor, who is a resident of Houston, Texas, who is, by the way, a competitor in this weekend's competition with Mr. Barack. And baby, let me tell you something. They tore it up. Let me stop right there and put a bookmark. Karen, happy birthday, my dear. It is your birthday today.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. It's all good. I'm just grateful.
What'd you turn? 21, 22? Where you at?
You know what? My grandmother told me not to say nothing about my age, but I'm going to tell you because I don't look like what I've been
Because you
through.
look good, baby.
Thank you. I'm 65 years old today.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm saying, you know, God, it's all God and it's all good.
That's right. Look, and like I always say, every day above dirt is a good day. And when you can say that, look, you be glad you can say that because there's a whole lot of folks that can't. I used to tell my grandfather all the time when he was in his 90s before he passed, I said, look here, granddad, I'm trying to get where you at, brother. Real talk. Now listen, I want you.
Yes, sir.
I'm about to show my audience your dance, and then we're gonna talk about it right quick. What you got?
Oh my goodness.
Happy birthday,
Uh
Karen.
oh.
Is that Poppy?
Yeah, that's the producer lady back there. She said happy
Poppy
birthday.
that gave me the pressure.
Huh? She said
She gave me the pressure,
she
Brian.
gave you the pressure. Well, hold on. We're gonna talk about it. Let me show this video right quick to
Okay.
my audience. Ladies and gentlemen, let me show you this phenomenal dance between Karen Taylor and Mr. Barack out of Chicago. Y'all are gonna love this.
Let's go to work. Let's show some love as they get started. Couple number 12, judges. Couple number 12. Brother Rock and Sister Karen. Let's go to work. If you like what you see, let's show some love, y'all. Let's go to work, Rock.
I love the way you guys started out. Very conservative, very smooth, and then you picked it up as the dance went on. I thought that was phenomenal. Let's go to Rock. Let's go to Rock. Let's go to Rock. If you like what you see, let's show some love, y'all. I love how you look like you were really enjoying yourself. This how you bring your birthday in, Karen.
Woo. I can't begin to express myself.
And the music selection was excellent as well. That Wind Parade, you don't get to hear that song very often.
Not at all.
All right, listen. I cannot express to you how much I enjoyed watching that dance. It literally brought a tear to my eye. And I'm gonna just tell my audience, this was one of them, y'all. You had to be there. The energy in the room was electric. you and look, one of the people on the show says she got knees and legs. Look here, that's 65, baby. Look, somebody could take a lesson from you. That's all I'm gonna say.
Thank you. You too kind.
So, what were your thoughts after you? Let me ask you this: how did you feel after you completed that dance and the reaction of the crowd?
Okay, Brian, can I just go back to the beginning?
Yes, absolutely. Take your time, baby. We right here.
Of
This is
what
my show. Ain't
occurred?
nobody look. Ain't nobody tell you what to do.
Yeah.
Say what you got to say, baby.
Okay. For the last 2 years, I've been supporting Nikee uh, with Texas Heat because it's always been my birthday weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always just enjoyed the people from Chicago coming and giving us what we need,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because we in Houston are definitely not there yet, and I always get a lot from his workshops and his event. But this particular event was really, really special. Yes, I had a birthday. Okay, Thursday I had a hard day at work. I didn't even get a chance to come out for the meet and greet. Friday, woke up to no power, no water, because a dump truck had hit a power line at my place,
Oh, wow.
right? So I had all these obstacles in front of me
Right.
before I even made it to Friday night. And then my car was acting up. Okay. Then while I was driving, I got a call from I think it was Sandy. Yeah. She gave me Barack's number. And I tried calling him and I said, this brother is not going to answer my phone call because he's probably trying to fly here, you know? So anyway, I got prepared and I went on to the event Friday, and Barack and I finally got an opportunity to connect. Maybe not even, I don't even think it was a couple of hours. Maybe it was an hour. We danced a couple of times, and I was supposed to go back on Saturday morning to get with him. So I went back to the hotel, connected with the most brilliant, humbled, gifted young man that I have ever connected with dancing. He took the time for us to just get a feel of one another. I danced with him 4 hours straight. This was Saturday morning from 11 till about 3 something.
Wow.
Straight. You understand? And the chemistry was the flow was just great. I cannot thank this young man enough for just being who he is, first of all, because he could have danced with anybody. But of course, Nikee said, hey, I want you to dance with Barack. It's like, what? Barack? And I said, I don't know if I'm ready for that. And Nikee said, girl, just dance. Just dance. I said,
That's
okay.
right.
So anyway, back to our 4-hour
Session.
practice or whatever. It was intense, but it was good. And we were trying to find a place to connect, and we ended up going to the gym in the hotel first of all, and then we went back downstairs to the ballroom. And as we were walking back to the ballroom, I saw your wife, Poppy, and Vanilla Drop, and I saw Miss Linda. All of them were down there. I think in Kirk were down there eating or whatever. And so, of course, they were talking to Barack. And Poppy turns to me and she said, "Okay, Karen, you representing us. You gotta bring it, girl." And at that moment, my heart started like, wow, this is really some pressure here,
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we left there and went on into the ballroom and did a little bit more. And by 4 o'clock, I was done. Um, didn't even want to go back home because I knew I didn't have no water. Tried to get a hotel room and it was full.
Mm.
So I reached out to a couple of girlfriends, uh, and I was able to find a room and connect with Patrice. Thank you, Patrice.
Mm-hmm.
And my other girlfriend, Dawn, for having an open door for me.
Mm-hmm.
I just appreciate it.
There you go.
Now I'm going to stop talking so you can ask some more questions, but I'm just grateful for the opportunity. Just grateful.
Well, I want to say, in the midst of all of this, shout out to Barack. One thing you said about him that definitely holds true and stands out in my mind of knowing him. And number one, very humble brother, extremely talented brother. His ability,
Yes.
and I don't want it to go unnoticed, that his ability to make that connection and to bring you forward and into allowing your gifts to shine. He was able to help bring that out in you, and whether you like it or not, you've just elevated to the next level, my dear. So you may as well get ready. Because it's on and cracking now.
Man, you don't even understand. I just go back to I got to just testify.
Come on. Come on. Testify.
I just got to just testify of how all of this started. I can go back to when I first saw this dance.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to give credit to Faces of Houston, Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped in her class for a little while during the summer, and it was her, Bonnie, and Devlin,
mm-hmm.
That assisted me in that area. And then Victor James came in town one weekend, and with his workshop, it was like God designed that situation as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we connected, me and his wife and him, and I've been a part of his group since probably 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
I never walked around and talked about it, but yes, I'm a part of Artistic Motions with Victor James.
Okay.
And from there, when Nikee came in town, I don't even remember how we connected, but we danced or whatever. And I think he used to see me a lot. I used to get really picked on a lot. I'm just going to come on and tell you the truth.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not a fighter. I've always wanted to be, love on people,
Mm-hmm.
Which
I'm
and
a
I
lover,
always
not
thought,
a fighter.
yeah. But I always, even coming up, I've always been picked on, I guess, because when God gives you a gift, sometimes people take that. I don't know, but the gifts that he has given me, if you put me in a place, you push me against a wall,
Mm-hmm.
To use the gift that God has given me. I mean, it's on and popping.
That's right.
So I go back to Nikee and even dancing with him. He brought out, some of that shyness that I had, I guess, or whatever, and he brought me to another level with that. And even with Victor, he would tell me, "Hey, I've done all I can with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for you to spread your wings and fly." you
That's
know,
right.
and stop allowing other people to get in your head. You just do you.
Nah, that part right there.
And so when this opportunity came, it's like I knew it was all God, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my story, and I'm
That's my
grateful.
story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But let me say something about Barack again. Uh, he was throwing these nuggets on me in my practice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying to myself, wow, this guy here is just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So on the night of the competition, my heart, like I said, was beating so fast. I was walking from one side of the room to the next. And Dominique saw me. He said, sis, you nervous? I said, yes. Yeah, I see you nervous because you walking your butt back and forth. You pacing back and
You was
forth.
pacing
So
the
I
floor.
finally sat down. Yeah, I finally sat down and Barack was studying every contestant, like reading a book. He was so deep. He was studying everybody. And I hope he doesn't get angry at me, but I just got to testify. This boy came over to me midway in, maybe I'll say 10 minutes into the time we were supposed to perform.
Mm-hmm.
And he walked over to me. He said, sis, we gonna place. I don't know if we're gonna be first, second, or third, but we gonna place. I got this. And you remember that little choo-choo train or whatever
Yeah.
I taught you? All I want you to do is when I put your hands on my shoulder, I want you to wave at the people and tell them bye-bye. And I'm looking at him like, dude,
Excellent.
why are you
Excellent.
putting me
Excellent.
under this pressure?
Excellent instruction.
So, but when we walked out on stage in front of all of y'all people, I began to think about what Lisa, what Vicky, what, who else was it? Linda,
Mm-hmm.
you know, all of them were throwing, you know, nuggets at me of encouragement. You know what I mean? Like, hey girl, you can do this.
Absolutely.
You know, or whatever. And who else? Was it Drop?
Mm-hmm.
Vanilla Drop, all of them. You know, all those ladies from
They was on
Chicago.
you.
I just want to tell you thank you so much because, you know, y'all could have been selfish in your gifts, but you weren't.
Well, one of the things that I enjoyed, and it goes to what you're saying about Barack. One of the things that I enjoyed the most was that you all stayed connected and in tune with each other through the whole dance. There was no overpowering. There was no one leaving the other. Y'all were right there. Y'all were right there together, and I thought that was phenomenal. That's something a lot of people overlook in these dances, and y'all did that. Y'all did it. I knew before y'all was done what it was gonna be. So
You came up to me. Yes, you did. And I was trembling. And you said, you got this. You know, I believe in you. You got this.
Yes, ma'am.
You know?
You know, I'm pretty good. I've been pretty good at predicting at these events. You know, a few years ago, we had the couple out of Dallas, and they had been competing quite a bit. And I said, hey man, you know, I watched y'all, you know, rehearsing and everything. I said, you want my opinion? I said, I interviewed them before the competition. I said, you know, I kind of think y'all are going to win this year. And sure enough, they did. And they came back and they interviewed with me. And they were like, man, how did you know? I read energy, and I can tell. I can just tell, you know, when I'm right, I'm right. Otherwise, I won't touch it. But I just kind of, sometimes you just know. And I just kind of knew where y'all were going to be on this thing. And I think that it was phenomenal. Karen, I just, you know, happy birthday, man. You know, this is a great birthday gift. You know, whatever our struggles are, I was just mentoring to a young man this afternoon. And, you know, I tell people all the time, sometimes, you know, we look at things and we think things are bad, but we don't understand that it's not so much that things are bad. It's just that sometimes things are moving the way they're supposed to. Things are being moved out of our way. Things are being placed in our midst so that we are able to see some stuff that we maybe wouldn't be paying attention to. Sometimes it get put right in our face
God.
in ways that we don't recognize. But then when it's over, you get
God.
through the storm, you realize it was necessary for you to go through that storm because you needed to be cleansed. So there it is.
Yeah.
You know, and here you
Can
are on the other side of this with newfound freedom and clarity.
Yeah. Can I just give a shout out to all the brothers that Nikee brought from Chicago, from Dre to Dominique to, I can't think of give me his name.
You
That
got
one
Kurt
that comes
White,
with his wife.
you got Dominique,
Yeah.
you had Dre, you
Yeah.
had Drew. Drew ain't from Chicago, but Drew was in the building.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, there's look, I hate it when I get into these names because if I forget anybody, I'm gonna have to fight them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and Lady Margaret. Gosh, I got to. Oh my God. Sorry, I forgot. I can't remember everything at 65, but she's definitely been a blessing as well with her nuggets. And she last couple of years ago, she interviewed me, and it's like, you want to interview me? You know, she wanted to know what I enjoyed about the dance, and did I ever consider, competing? And at that time, it's like, no,
well, here you
I
are.
ain't there yet.
We always want to know what people's journey are like. You know, somebody like yourself. Thank you, Lorenzo. Royce. We can't forget Royce Banks. We can't forget Vicky Henny. You know,
and Royce, yes.
It's so necessary, for us to really, keep ourselves locked in to all of the people and all of the things that, because so much happens in this community. And there's so many positive things for all of the stuff that we sometimes get into that are negative about, some of the people around us. It's like you can sweep all of that under the rug most times, and you can stick to the good stuff. We all right. Like Poppy said, Kim Bowie. Yeah, we got Royce. And there's just a plethora of people who contribute to all of our well-being within the dance and all of our growth on so many levels. Because I ain't going to lie, this year has been a learning experience even for me. And I'm not going, I'm being, and I always have my transparent moments on this show, but I'm growing a lot. I've matured a lot because this weekend was a little weird for me because there are people who I don't deal with in this community, and I was able to at least be cordial.
Wow.
It wasn't a bad thing because I do need to be better with these things, and I don't need to take some stuff personal. And
same here.
It's about growth, and this was a growth weekend for me, and I'm sure plenty of other people as well. So anytime we had the opportunity to fellowship and be a part of each other's lives and touch hands and do the things that we do, I don't see, we humanize each other the more we're together, and it's not a bad thing. So there it is.
And to be honest with you, I'm 65. I ain't supposed to be here. See? But God has just been so good.
You supposed to be here. You supposed to be here because if you wasn't, you wouldn't be. You supposed to be. Look, we all got something we supposed to be doing, and sometimes we don't even know what it is until it's time.
Come on. So, but anyway,
how they say his time ain't our time.
But I wanted to step out of rehearsal just for a minute to just give you a testimony about me, and by me talking with you, I don't think I'm no greater than any of the steppers here in Houston. Just know that. I'm just stirring up the gift that God has given me, and he's connecting me with people that can bless my life.
Amen.
You understand? And I want to shout out to Drew. And is it Christine?
Christine.
Christine. I was about to leave, and I was giving a shout out to her outfit because it was adorable.
Yeah, she was cute. On Saturday, little gold outfit she had on.
Oh my God, it was so cute. But anyway, she blessed me with her encouragement as well. She told me that what I was doing or what we did could be done on a big stage. It's like big stage. What do you mean?
Ha.
You know, I don't know nothing about no world's
I
largest.
said the
And
same
I don't
thing.
care if I ever get there.
I said the same
Just
thing.
that
I said it
that
on camera. I
that
said I said that was the world's largest performance right there. Hey.
and then I saw what's her name? I can't think of her name. Help me. Brian, that was in the world's largest in place. That was Erica.
Oh yeah,
Is it Erica?
Erica. Mm-hmm.
I be watching her too. You know, so I was just in a room with
Well,
all these
I'm
kings and queens, you
gonna
know.
tell you like this. If y'all were able to coordinate that dance in 4 hours, imagine what you could do over the next 12 months, 11 months. I'm just saying, you might want to.
I'm just saying.
You might want to
God
give that
is
some
amazing.
consideration. That was an outstanding performance. I promise you, you need to get that.
I was driving after you. I was driving when you called me,
Mm-hmm.
and after you called me, I was listening to 92.1,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a song that came on by Ricky Dillard, a gospel artist
Mm-hmm.
in Chicago that's cold-blooded,
Mm-hmm.
and the song was so amazing. I almost got literally out of my car and started dancing on the street because God is so amazing.
That's Chicago
You know,
stuff
I
right
know
there.
y'all
We do that
wanna
in
hear me
Chicago all the
talk
time.
about
You
it,
got to
but
get out sometime and let your feet hit the floor.
I got to give credit when credit is due. You know, it's all good and it's all God. That's all I'm saying.
Amen. Karen,
So
thank you so much for coming on the show. I'm glad you were able to share your journey with so many because you're an inspiration. And
thank you, Brian.
congratulations.
Thank you, Papa.
And happy birthday. We love you. And I look forward to seeing. We're going to try to make it over there for third weekend. So maybe we'll see you then.
Okay. Yeah, because I am celebrating with Coach E.
There you go. Okay, so yeah, we'll make it our
Yeah.
business to be there for that. One of my people here, Sandra Davis, says this queen brings excellence and elegance. So there you are.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Thank you. Whoever that was, love y'all.
All right,
Until I
ladies.
see y'all again.
Thank you, Karen.
Bye, Poppy. Love you. You put the pressure on me, girl. Bye.
Poppy, she said you put the pressure on her. All right. You take care, sweetie. We'll
I'll
talk
talk
soon.
to you later.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is Miss Karen Taylor of Houston, Texas, one of the contestants for the Texas Heat this weekend, and she did a great job. I was very impressed by her ability to perform under that amount of pressure and in such a short notice. Fantastic, excellent. So with that said, you guys, I'm not going to hold you all any longer. I want to tell each and every one of y'all, thank you so much, and especially thank those who continue to and have donated to the cause of Inside Stepping. Y'all do help keep the lights on and make sure that we're able to continue to present ourselves in this show and this content to you wherever we go and bring you our best. Sometimes we have, little things happen. We're always live, so stuff is always happening. But nonetheless, we want to be able to allow you to enjoy the stepping community outside where you live when you cannot make it to where we are. And that's what we do at Inside Stepping. So on next week, you guys, for those of you who are still here with me, I want to tell y'all right now, next week's show, you do not want to miss. I'm going to go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. I usually don't announce who my guests are because we've had problems in the past when we do that, but I'm going to tell you up front. Next week's show, and I'm telling you this because absolutely you do not want to miss this because it is going to be a very important show. It's going to be a very extremely informative show. Producer lady put up this post right quick before I get into that. She says the black and gold t-shirts are coming up. We are going to be doing a limited edition series of black and gold Inside Stepping t-shirts. We had a lot of requests for them. I had one on this weekend. They are hot, and I will show you those on next week. So next week's show, we will have Miss Sunshine Haywood on the show. This is probably going to be one of the most candid and clarity-filled conversations you're going to ever hear on Inside Stepping. You may as well get your popcorn and your beverages ready because you are not going to want to miss this show. And I'm not just saying that to be talking. It is going to be critical. It is going to be informative, and it is going to connect a whole bunch of dots for you. It's going to connect a whole bunch of dots. It's going to make you understand some things that you may have had some confusion about in the past. Get ready for that. All right. With that said, I want to also bring up my favorite quote that is by Brian Forbes. And this is specifically as a part of what this weekend was about. The numbers this weekend were good. They were not what Texas Heat was in its beginning. But this weekend was a testimony to what is possible. And next year, I'm telling you now, when those tickets go on, them fire sale tickets come on in January, you're going to want to get one, because next year is going to be, listen, it's going to be like it was from the first event. So you might as well get ready. Never measure an event by the quantity of the people in attendance, but by the quality of memories you create with the people who are present. Now, that is a Brian Forbes quote, and it applies to everything that went on this weekend. And that's not to say that the numbers weren't good, because I believe we had right at 300 people at this event. The contest next year is going to be it's going to be stiff. We have the Titans coming up next year, as well as an original category, because next year is also, for the world's largest, the year of the Masters. So I'm telling y'all now, next year, around this same time, between August into early October, it's going to be, that's the busy season, that's competition season, and it is going to be off the chain. So y'all better, I'm telling you now, start saving your ducks, put your ducks in a row, save your pennies, do whatever you need to do, but you don't want to miss this. I think I don't have anything else to say. I want to make sure I didn't forget anything. Oh, and by the way, again, I want to show y'all something. Let me give a quick shout out to Miss Cheryl Head, because I want y'all to know that Cheryl was trying to get everybody on the floor to play Twister. Yes, Cheryl, I'm talking about you. She said she wanted to play Twister, y'all. All our old tales at 3 a.m. was not trying to get on the floor. However, next year, Cheryl, I think we should have a Twister tournament. I think that would be good for the hospitality suite. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just saying. Anyway, I want to tell all y'all, thank you. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for your contributions. Thank you for Marlena and Rich. Thank you for my apples. Thank you all for purchasing your shirts, your towels, and all the other things, and the paraphernalia and things that we provide so that you guys can enjoy what we enjoy. Thanks, y'all. And I want everybody to have yourselves what should be the rest of today, a wonderful, wonderful evening. I love y'all. Y'all know I do. Without you, we're nothing. We don't have an inside stepping without y'all. That's just simple as that. Real talk. Y'all make this what it is, and every time one of you comes to me and says, man, thank you for what you do because you make it better for us. Hey, look, it keeps the light on in my heart. Because I'm going to tell you what, plenty of days my heart get real black. And I need them lights, y'all. Keep giving them lights, and we'll keep the lights on. With that said, y'all, I want you to have a wonderful evening. Have a great weekend. Do everything you can to love on the people you with, because we ain't promised tomorrow. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you.